Okay, so we have a very unique hotel experience here. This is the Viking Express cruise line ship, which you can take between Helsinki, Tallinn and back to Helsinki. The twist? You can stay on the boat overnight in lieu of a hotel. And I thought, well, when I saw this offered on booking.com, I just had to make a booking. So, quick start off, service-wise, you can get food from the bars and restaurants and cafes during the cruise, as you can see. I managed to grab myself a dinner, which we're going to see in a moment. It's quite a nice big ship. It carries a lot of people. And this was an evening service. As you can see, I had a nice burger meal, although sans that horrible tomato. I was going in the end of June, so it was obviously summertime for Finland and the Baltics, so the sun was out quite late, and it offered some very nice sunsets and some very nice views of Tallinn on the approach. It was really, really good value. This cost me £42 for a single night in a cabin with no window, and it also included a breakfast service, which we'll cover later in the video. You depart one of the main docks in Helsinki, Finland, where all the Viking ships leave, but you have to go at a designated time on the service, so there's no flexibility. If it says you leave at 5, you go at 5. If you leave at 8, you go at 8. One side note is that even though you do get to see Tallinn as you come in on the port, you can't, unfortunately, leave the boat. If you're staying overnight in the rooms, you stay on the boat the entire night. Although I have to admit, it was quite a unique experience doing this, as well as staying on the boat. As you can see, getting on for 10:30, and we're coming into the port of Tallinn. It's still a pretty day, as you can tell by my GoPro footage. This was a very unique experience. It's definitely something I would recommend doing at least once if you get a chance to go up in that region. And alternatively, if you want to take the ferry over to Tallinn from Helsinki, I'd say even do that. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is really, really interesting. Very, very nice views as we're coming into Tallinn there. And now I will show you the room and surroundings on that. So here we go, through the corridor. This is pretty much all the rooms that don't include windows. So they're all pretty much, I think, in the cabin. So starting off, obviously the room comes with a individual bath and shower. A bathroom and shower, rather. As you can see, a nice little table there if you need to do any writing, or if you just want to sit and read or do any makeup. Obviously there's areas to put your clothes, bags and everything. There are 2 beds available in this room, although as you can see I only required the 1. Obviously there's no facilities in the bedroom, so no kettles, it's all got to be stuff you got to buy all either in the ship or before you get on the ship. But other than that, it was actually a pretty good night. The bed was comfortable. I just about felt the ship going in and out of dock. Obviously we went back to Helsinki the following morning. It loaded up on some new passengers. Breakfast was included, so I went down to the restaurant area where they were serving the breakfast. Nice selection of stuff. Vegan, vegetarian, meat options, you name it. They had a nice hot and cold selection. There's a couple of bits and bobs, and I'll show you what I had for breakfast. Yes, no surprises there to anyone who knows me. Even a cheeky macaroon to go with my hot tea. Overall, this was a pretty unique service. I thought it was great value at €42, which worked out as about £38 at the time I booked this. And it gave me a chance to at least have a look at another country on the list, and it gave me some scenic views going in and out over the Baltic Sea. So I'm going to have to rate this little cruise hotel experience a 12 out of 15 with the following ratings.